Hey, everybody. It's a beautiful Friday, February 26th. It's National Pistachio Day. And it's time for the Wise Guys and Girls, sponsored by Kmart, the best in defunct retail. Kmart, love where you're locked down. As always, let's start with Sir and the weather.
It is a fabulous Friday. Currently 2 degrees, working our way out to a high of only 3 today, but sunny skies throughout. But get out those umbrellas, folks. We're looking at a 90% chance of rain tomorrow and a 50% chance on Sunday. So enjoy the day today.
All right, so tomorrow will be the next umbrella day. The pistachio is known as the smiling nut and the happy nut. Interesting facts on National Pistachio Day. Crack them open if you can and eat them up or enjoy them in ice cream or your favorite pistachio dessert. If you can't crack them, that means they probably aren't ripe. It's a little known fact that pistachios typically split naturally when they're ripe. The empty pistachio shells are useful for recycling in several ways. You can use them as a fire starter and kindling to be used with crumpled paper. You can line the bottom of pots of house plants for drainage and retention of soil for up to 2 years. You can also use them as a medium or large for orchids. Another one of those magical myths about orchids. This is a very fictitious plant. I mean, ice cubes into orchids? Really? That's supposed to work? All it does is freeze my orchids. Off.
You better see a doctor about that.
We do have a staff member who is the orchid whisperer and has brought several orchids back to life and who says, under no circumstances do you freeze your roots. So I'm inclined to listen to the orchid whisperer.
I just want to clarify that the whispering is because your mouth is full of pistachios, apparently.
And not the orchid mumbler. All right, it is time for Tunes with Tamik. Tamik, what are we listening to today? Is it the soundtrack from Master of Disguise?
No, what is that?
It's an awful movie. Dana Carvey.
Oh, okay.
Whose lead character was Pistachio.
Oh, man. So today, Ventura and I were talking this morning, and the sky is beautiful, and the sun is out. And we were talking a little bit about, I think we talked about this week, but just how the world is really in need of more love. Because really, honestly, like the more I think about it, the more you read, the more you learn, the more you know. Love truly does change everything, I think. So there's a song that I love called That's the Way Love Is. It's by a group called 10 City. They come out of Chicago, and it's a house music song. We've talked about house music before. So it's super upbeat, super energizing, makes you want to smile. And it just talks about no matter what form love comes in, sometimes it's somebody that you don't get along with, but you don't get along with them because the love runs so deep, that kind of love. Or the instantaneous love that you feel sometimes as it hits you. But no matter what form it's in, there's no denying that feeling, right? You can't really define love, but it's easier to describe how you feel when you have that feeling. So that's my pick for today. That's the Way Love Is by 10 City. And if you're feeling in that mood today and you want to smile and you want to just have a little happiness in your heart, little love in your heart for your fellow human beings, this is a good way to do it. So that's it. That's my pick for today.
Philosophy 101. Can't define love. Very good. There's a whole episode in that, I think, itself. Right, Venturo, it is over to you. Adventures with Venturo. What is today and this weekend's adventure?
And I had so much fun last week going tobogganing with the kids. I was really thinking about going out again this weekend until I got that for the forecast from Mark. It doesn't sound too lovely at all. Expecting rain and snow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out today because today seems bright and sunny, right? So my recommendation this weekend is if you have some time on your hand, if you're stuck inside because of the rain or the snow, take a look at the documentary on Netflix. It's titled Amend, right? Go take a look at that documentary. And it's hosted by Will Smith, and he looks at the evolving and often lethal fight for equal rights in America through the lens of the Constitution's 14th Amendment. Very, very interesting documentary. I started watching that one last weekend, and I'm going to see if I can finish it up this weekend. So go take a look at that as we wind down and as we end the Black History Month. That's it. Thanks for Venturo.
Excellent recommendation. Thanks, Venturo. All right, it is Friday, and it's time for Friday's joke of the week.
Well, there's a disclaimer on this. You got to realize that there's a very limited amount of material available for pistachios generally, just due to the high demand due to COVID. So likewise with the jokes. Well, and when you're really shy of material, you always have to go to the standbys, namely gambling or alcohol. So this one is a gambling joke. You know, gambling is like eating a bowl of pistachios. If you get a good pistachio, you want another good one. And if you get a bad one, you want a good one even more. So there's gambling in a nutshell, or pistachio in a nutshell.
Hold the ice.
It's all a shell game.
All right, that's it for us, everyone. Thanks to our fans and friends and odds and ends for listening. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. We are the Wise Guys and Girl, leaving you smarter and happier than you were yesterday.
Based on Kamik's facial expression, she either doesn't gamble or she hates pistachios, one of the two.
Oh, no.